Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a really long time since I shot a video, but thank you so much for all who stick around still and help me stay motivated for the same. So today I'm back with another video which is about the iOS 15 which was announced in WWDC held on 7th June, just right above the corner. So yeah, let's discuss about all the new features that are now available on iPhones. Okay, so now back to the video and all the iOS 15 features that users may or may not be excited about. But more than iOS, I'm actually excited about the iPadOS and the macOS Monterey features. And if you are excited about it too, make sure you subscribe to the video and turn on the notifications because I am going to make videos about those. And I probably be showing some of the features on my MacBook or my iPad. And I'm really excited to use them. Make sure to smash the like button so I stay motivated and I continue making videos. So, I won't be discussing all of the new iOS 15 features because let's face it, not everything is very exciting. I mean, Apple is a company that will literally make even a weather app sound really exciting. But I'm not excited about the weather app. I'm not excited about the Photos memory features. I mean, who is asking for Photos memory features? I am not looking at memories. What I need is for you to switch the lightning cable to USB-C. Or please increase the 5 GB free limit of iCloud to at least 40 GB. I don't need memory, I need that. But yes, let's talk about all the interesting iOS features. Okay, there's no denying. One of the most worked on feature on an iPhone is the FaceTime app. They have included spatial audio, they have included screen sharing, media sharing, and they have also opened the FaceTime app to users who are not in the Apple ecosystem, which is huge for Apple. So now people can even access FaceTime from a web browser, and I don't know why or how. I mean, I know why Apple decided on that, but how they could decide that okay, now we'll make our app available to a general user, someone who is not on Apple system. It's probably a huge decision for Apple. It really means that the Zoom market is taking so much. They just wanted to hop on it. They did not let their walls stop them. Like the Safari browser is still not available to anyone else other than an Apple user, but FaceTime today is. So yeah, they have included screen sharing and media sharing and spatial audio and all the features that you find on Zoom, probably better or maybe a better user experience. I don't know. I need something that is better than Zoom, right? That will motivate me to switch to FaceTime. Why would I switch to something if I already have something that works for me? So yeah, if you have friends, sadly, I don't know. If you have friends and you do like to talk to them, or you do frequently talk to them, or you video call them, it's really handy to have all these features on FaceTime. Although I can think of the use case, like just recently, Friends Reunion was released and I was on a I was on a Zoom call with my friends sharing screen and watching the show together. I can totally imagine doing that on FaceTime if it provides a better user experience maybe. And if not, it's an integrated app. I can just do it on my iPad. I don't have to install another app. I do remember having a difficult time trying to figure out the app that we have to use to do that, and realizing that the browser does not give a full user experience. Now that we have FaceTime, it's really convenient, and I think it would have been more convenient just FaceTiming and screen sharing. It's a good feature, I would say, and it is going to be really handy. Like, you just have your iPhone and you're like, I mean, you're calling someone and then you realize, oh, you have to discuss something, oh, you have to share your screen. Just right there's a button, you can switch to FaceTime and then you can start sharing your screen, and you're like, okay, the work is done now, I want to just chill and do something extra. And they're like, let's watch a show together. And I'm like, okay, yeah, sure, let's do that. And now you can do that. It's really seamless. The next thing Apple released is the focus feature, where you can set your mode to DND, and then when someone is trying to reach out to you, they will know that you are on DND, and they can choose to quietly send you a message or to actually notify you if it's an urgent message. And it syncs up on all your devices, so maybe it's handy. I mean, it's just, let's see how useful it is after it has rolled out. For now, yeah, kinda handy, but I don't know how many people respect your boundaries. That really depends on you, how strict you are with your boundaries. I mean, if I were to send someone a message and I know they are busy, I would definitely choose to send them quietly. But how, like if I'm on DND mode, I'm working, and I'll keep checking my phone anyway, and I'll keep checking the messages. Like, I know that notification has stopped, so now I'll open my app and then check my messages. That maybe someone has sent me a message and my phone just didn't notify me. So, which is actually more distracting for me. So, let's see how useful it becomes. And then there are a few minor changes, like the 3D map, which I think is really cool. If it can show things like flyovers to you, because that is going to be really handy whenever I'm traveling and I'm guiding someone and I'm always confused if I have to take the flyover route or the side route. If it can tell me that, if it can tell me I have to take the flyover or the side route, it's a really handy feature. But given how bad maps in India already is, I'm not expecting the feature to roll out to India, or even if it is in India, like, it won't be very helpful because the Indian roads are so weird, I guess. But I don't imagine it being very helpful in India, so Google Maps is the best bet for me. Okay, then there is the wallet update. So you could already pay with one tap using your Apple Wallet from your iPhone or your Apple Watch. And now they have added some extra things, like adding cards to your wallet and adding ID cards, adding your house key and things like that, which will be like really handy for people in America and the places where these features are actually rolling out, like London maybe. But in India, I think it's a decade behind, maybe a decade, maybe 5 years, but it's still a lot behind. So I'm not really excited about those features. Things like ID card. So ID card is getting added to wallet, and you can use it on one airport in America. So it's good news for you if you live in America, but given that it is only in one airport as of now, it's going to take a lot of time to reach to developing countries, like really long, and it's not going to be very useful to you anyway for a very long time. So not a very exciting feature for me, but as a matter of development, I think it's great. I think it's great that we are going wallet free completely. I don't even need my iCard, I don't need my cards, I don't need cash, I don't need anything. I just need my phone, I don't need my keys, I don't need anything. Okay, so the next is the live text, which is, wow, such a new feature, ain't it? I mean, of course, if you're an Android user, you're already used to the feature called the lens on Google. It literally does the same thing. You can take a picture, or you can point it to a picture, like point it to something, some text or something, and you can tap on it, and you can Google that thing, or you can call that number up, or you can go to the website, you can scan the QRs, you can do anything. It is basically just converting characters from the world, like which are not texts, into texts. And we already use that, right? The only thing I'm interested in is actually seeing if it does it better than Google. Because as a developer, as far as I know, Google API is the best API right now, which can detect characters for optical character recognition or for speech recognition. No one can beat Google API as of now. So I just want to know if Apple has done it better, or if they use Google API. I mean, I'm not sure. Do they use Google API itself? They could. Who knows what they do on the back end. If you know that, you can definitely let me know, because I don't know if they use Google API. And if they don't, I'm really interested in knowing if their API or if their mechanism or if their model performs better than Google, because boy, if you can beat Google, you are good. And I would be excited for that. And the final thing that we'll talk about that they released is health and privacy related updates. So yeah, for health, they have released a few extra features where you can share your health with your doctor or your family, and they would be notified about any irregularities, and it's better for your health in even in iPhone, not only in watch, just so you know. And second is privacy. So there are two major privacy related things that I think are really great that they have introduced. The first is email privacy, which means that, so what happened is, you probably didn't know this, but if you received an email, the sender of the email could actually be notified when you opened the email, or if you opened the email, and what was the time when you opened the email. So these things were actually being transferred to the sender, given that they have set it up that way. Not like if you were sending someone a mail, you probably did not receive those notifications, but if an enterprise was doing that, they probably would have set it up that way that they could receive such information, and of course you didn't know anything about that. But Apple released this feature called mail privacy, where now you can choose if you want them to notify if you have opened a mail or when you have opened mail or things like that, which I think is really good. And it is better that people are now aware of these things happening instead of these things just happening. And second privacy feature is voice recognition not leaving your device, basically. So if you know, for any kind of voice recognition which you already use, things even like Siri, when you try to say something and they recognize to tell what they're saying, they first send the data to their backend, to their server, and then they use their backend mechanism to translate it to text and then send it back to your device, to your Siri, to be able to serve you. Which means that the data is going somewhere in the server, and which does not mean that Apple is actually snooping on you. No, it doesn't. But still, your data is leaving your device. So you know that anything that is online is probably not secure, no matter how secure you're trying to keep it. So now Apple has created a way to let voice recognition process happen inside your device. So your data or anything that you share with Siri or any voice recognizing app is not shared over the internet to anyone, and it's completely private. And do remember, privacy on internet is a myth, but privacy on your device is privacy. So if it is never leaving your device, it means it is safe. So now you can, talk personal things with Siri if you're into that. But also, if you didn't know, even Google provides that, the in-device voice recognition, which means you can actually do these things even offline now. So if you don't know, you could not talk to Siri if you were offline, but now after this device thing, like after all this processing happening in device itself, you don't need internet. So even if you're in airplane mode or you are offline, you can just talk to Siri and get things done. They do not need internet for that. And yes, Google provides that, but only on its Google phones, Google Pixels. It does not provide these features on any other Android phone. So if you're using a Google Pixel versus if you're using a OnePlus phone, if you turn off the internet on both the devices, you can still talk to Google Assistant on Google Pixel, but your Google Assistant on OnePlus will say it does not recognize that because the internet is off.
Without an internet connection. In case you missed it, without an internet connection, which means it all stays on your phone and it's all controlled by you. Not bad for a recording app.
So yeah, that is it for all the features that iPhone has released with iOS 15. I think it's good. It feels like improvement, but it's not a huge thing. Of course, I'm mainly interested in the iPadOS and the macOS Monterey and the universal control. I mean, I feel like universal control is the best thing that has happened to macOS. I mean, a lot of things happened, and I think macOS is a great OS, but universal control is such a great thing. I really want that in my device, and I want to use it every single day. Things which were actually mocked in the past are part of the present, which is just great. So if you're interested in watching things like how you can code iOS apps on an iPad, which is actually a new feature of iPadOS, which I'll be talking about in the next video, which is about the iPadOS, make sure you subscribe to the video and turn the notification on and hit the like button so I stay motivated. And hopefully I'll keep making these videos on a regular basis. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video.